My name's Mich Lange. I work at a place called House of Homme, and that's in Paynton, down in Devon. I was in, what did I do? What haven't I done? I've done door work, I DJing, I still do DJing, not wedding DJing, and then I was in sales. I just sort of, when I was sort of going to my barber, I was seeing the fun they had. I was following them on Insta and stuff, and Snapchat, and it just looked fun, a fun industry. And I'm a creative guy anyway. I actually contemplated doing it straight out of college. But back then there was no barbering courses. It was more hairdressing. So like I was umming and ahhing what to do, but instead I took the path of doing. I played football. I played for football academy locally. But I wish, looking back, hindsight, I wish I'd done the old hairdressing. I had a friend, luckily, I didn't know where, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a barber. I was looking at courses, I was looking at things, ways to go, and a friend of mine turned around and said, I found out he did it through LSB, and he was telling me, luckily he was my barber and a friend as well, and he was telling me about it. I thought, let's go for it. So I sort of, I got the money together, and I just thought, let's go for it, and it's been brilliant. I haven't looked back, since it was wicked. Yeah, so I'd do it, definitely. Yeah, I wish I'd done it sooner. That's all I can really say. It's brilliant. You work for yourself. You've got the potential. I mean, I do it for the love. I love it. If I won the lottery, I'd do it for free. But there's a lot of money to be made as well. Like working for yourself, and then from that, keep growing. Have your own shop. Get people in there. Maybe look at education. There's different ways. Depending on what you want to do, really, individually. I felt great, yeah, really good. This is kind of what I want to do. I see a lot of my people I look up to within the barbering industry, and I see them doing things like maybe cutting on shows, maybe doing this sort of thing, and it was just brilliant, it was good. This is the sort of stuff I want to do in the future. So for me, this is coming back to where I started, and it's like the start of, if you know what I mean? Like the start of what I want to continue to do, this sort of judging type stuff, and just inspiring others really, and I love it. So it's kind of good to come back to where I first started. Really good, yeah, really, really good. It was hard. Me and the co-judge that I was judging with, we found it was a real difficult decision. It was hard to pick between them, each for different qualities. So we had to go back as far as looking at before the cut was cut, and sort of see how the change was. We had to look into all sorts, you know what I mean? So it was good. I think that's the way. I think it's an industry where it's very practical. So you can be as good as you are talking it, or maybe on paper, but you've got to be doing it practically to be able to advance, and that's why it's so good, because you're working within that industry. You're thrown in the deep end essentially. You've got to do it to timings. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a great method. That's why I picked it. I've had other people who've gone down other routes, i.e. college. So they've got the methods practically of the level 2. They've got it on paper, but they can't cut. That's the difference, because they're not cutting, if you know what I mean. So it's a great way of doing it. Great bunch. That everyone was so passionate, just sitting there watching even the level 3 do their sort of mood boards and things like that. The passion in the trainers, I think that's real good, and the want you to learn. I think that's why people are coming out, sort of, the level they are. It's just I love the fashion side of things. I love to create this sort of. I like to sort of take somebody, whether it be a new client, and then transform them, bring out their sort of suitability for that individual, and because a haircut can change someone massively, and I joke around when I'm not going to pull the ladies now. I have a joke, but it's true. It really changed someone, and I love that sort of when you've sort of done a cut on them, and they're like, oh my god, that's amazing, and even somebody who's like maybe thinning or something, but maybe try and teaching them ways to do better with because it is a horrible thing, my hair's thinning, and it's a horrible sort of thought like that's happening, but if you show them ways how to, I've had people buzzing, and sort of absolutely buzzing where I've showed them, so it's just a great, I love it. know, what's the word? I don't know, unreal's coming to mind. I love the industry, you know. If I'm not cutting, I'm looking on Instagram, I'm looking at new cuts, you know. Me personally, and maybe that's how I advanced so much in the 2 years, despite only cutting 1 day a week, 2 days a week, is because I've got that love for it, you know. This old dog, new tricks is just, you know, if you want to learn it, you can learn anything, do you know what I mean, you know, and that's, well, look at me, I couldn't even hold a pair of kitchen scissors. that well, you know, and then I've come out and I'm sort of smashing, you know, the high quality that people that I look up to, they're saying, like, you know, I like the nice cuts and that, so, you know, that inspires me to keep going.